Well, welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed strokerness and gamblerness. As you can see, this car is still exactly what it was, but this car is not coming off the lift until it's 100% good. But Aaron's back from New York. He's instantly found all of the problems, why the engine wasn't running great. Valves were just totally out of adjustments. Rocker nuts on the studs were back totally off. Everything was all loose and rattly. So she won't be backfiring anymore. We've got all the solutions figured out. We figured out what we did wrong with the transmission install, why the clutch doesn't work. We were trying to put the clutch fork in. We need to leave the bell housing on, take the transmission off of the bell housing, and then we could pull the fork out as far as we needed and get it all on. It would have been no problem at all. Things are good, feeling good, doing good things. Right on. So, oh, and for a yet to be announced engine, went to the machine shop today. I'll just say this, I'm hoping to have a car that does less than 10 seconds in the quarter mile. Hell yeah.
Okay, so what we're doing right now is a good way to set adjustment on any sort of V8 pushrod V8 with rocker studs. You take the valve off. You always want to do it while it's running. Even better if you can do it at operating temperature. Unfortunately, ours doesn't have a cooling system, so we're just kind of doing it quick and getting it done. But this is how you do it the most effective way. Otherwise, you put it on top dead center, adjust certain rockers, and then go 180 or 360 degrees, adjust another set of rockers, and keep going until you're good. But this is the way. If you're on the dirt, any of my dirt track guys or oval track guys, they know this. Like, you're up for the heat and your car's not running good, and you're like, get her done. So hopefully this will fix the problems. Here in a second, this thing should run pretty good.
Right on.
And then Joel's holding the timing light. We think we got it running good enough we can finalize the timing.
Sounds better.
All right, weird. So we're having a little bit of issue with it starting right now. And earlier it started perfect, no issue, nothing changed. And all of a sudden now it doesn't want to run, doesn't want to start. It takes a whole bunch of timing and it idles really high. Well, two things changed between an hour ago and now. We adjusted the valves, tightened them up some, which I tightened them up by like feel and ear, which may not be, by ear is the way, but we have open headers, so it's not possible, so I did it by feel. It's possible I over tightened them and there's not, like, we have a compression leak somewhere, but like it should still run okay. The other variable is this 116 octane race fuel that we're putting into the stock small block Chevy. So I'm thinking tomorrow's plan is we let it all cool back down. We better go back to 91. It ran pretty good on 91. If we put 116 in it, now it doesn't run so good. What we found is if we cranked the timing all the way up, we had 22 degrees of base advance. Then it would sit there and idle at 1,000,000 RPM. We have not acquired gas.
It's been a few days. I don't know how many. But we have new plans. The car has moved from there to here. I got beef fried rice.
We got a Sawzall.
Yeah. I'm gonna take them over there. I'll show you what we removed. We removed the fuel tank that was in there. Decided it wasn't a great thing. But the main reason was old Greg from Angry Ass, he just gives us junk all the time, but it's like really nice junk that he doesn't need. So we got 2 of these marine fuel cells, 20 gallons each. So we're building up some brackets to put in the trunk so we can lower them down a little bit. And we're gonna have 40 gallons of capacity in the old e34x4. So even if we get 10 miles a gallon, we can still drive 400 miles. And then Aaron's buddy Ryan is in from New York, where Aaron's from, if you guys didn't know. And he's all stoked to work on small block things. So today we're gonna try and get the valves adjusted and get an exhaust made for it, and then finish the fuel system and drive it.
So that's a Friday day.
That's what we're trying to do.
Right on.
So one for one for the other, and I'll show you how they fit. You just go like
Easy peasy. Look at that fitment, baby.
in. In. And we can pull them all the way forward, then we just open, then we just We can double fill, one from one side, one from the other, you know, for that speed fill. And then right here, we got our outlets. And then we're gonna go get some fuel lines. But we'll just put this T right there in between them. Yep. Connect them together and then just run them out. And then we're going to do some exhaust work, and we're gonna run it out the factory spot, factory BMW spot. So that's gonna come up through here and there. So we're gonna get a sheet metal piece that goes up to this and flatten the floor back out.
Right on.
So, and then we'll have a spot for a cooler or whatever needs to go right there. Tools, a cooler.
A cooler, for sure. It's the Rambler. I mean,
Yep.
you got it.
All right, guys. So we did a lot. Amos was busy working on an E30, so he didn't catch most of it. So we'll keep you up to speed in a second. We're trying to get her started, get fuel to it, but we accomplished a lot today. She is a lot less haggard than she was. So stay tuned.
Chris, this fuel line's like broke too up here.
What do you mean?
The little one that goes from the frame rail to the pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like cut in two. That's probably why it's not sucking. It's probably not, doesn't have a seal back there.
Okay.
Do we got a little short hose we can stick on it?
We can just cut the end off the one you got on the tank.
Yeah. Someone want to pull this hose down here? Or?
Yep. So it was this little soft line that's not very soft anymore. Was cut pretty far through. So it was letting some air intrusion. So obviously the pump was going to pump air more than it was going to pump water.
All right, new line on.
New line's on. Pumping.
There you go, stop!
You got fuel.
Here it is. Give me a fucking screwdriver.
You might actually have a running car here soon.
Give me a
This is
screwdriver.
stubby.
Don't touch anything, Aaron.
No, I am moving.
Touch it, touch it. Light it all on fire. Somewhere around there.
Go.
It's pretty advanced still, but dude, that thing sounds disgustingly bad.
Sounds good.
No, don't.
Oh, it's got a lot of noise. I shouldn't
Crank it, go.
All right, let's put her at 10.
Yeah, go.
I'll let you know when you're there.
Well, we're out of brake fluid. The cool level's low.
It's kind of where it is, but do you need, that thing's loose, the distributor is. You're moving it side to side.
So what is it, advanced?
No, we just need to snug down. What's that?
Oil pressure like right? 48.
We need to snug it down and turn the idle up some.
Aaron, what's going on?
We're just getting the timing dialed in. It's been a problematic experience, and it's still definitely running race fuel through the carb.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. Where the fuck's the idle screw?
I got it. Make sure there's backfire in your face. Yeah, tighten that down. We got the valves are making all sorts of noise. Something's making a ton of noise.
Yeah, but we can't adjust them until it's running.
Hey, I don't put a piece of tape of this because they almost broke.
Yeah.
They got inside that.
Can you hear me?
What's that?
We're gonna have to adjust the valves while it's running.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Now we got it to where it'll sit there and idle.
So grab that side. I'll do this side.
I agree. You pretty much got to do it by
Hang
feel
on,
hand,
wait.
so you're gonna
Hang
have
on,
to
wait.
bail on your perch.
You need this plugged in then.
No, just let it idle. You'll be fine, man. It doesn't need it.
I gotta
We don't need that till we're all the way done.
Tag team valve adjustment.
Oh,
Get out of fucking gear.
yeah. Watch
Get out of fucking gear.
Just load it
We're
up.
fucking around with transmission stuff. That was our bad.
Sorry, guys.
All right, tag team.
That one's too tight.
Go ahead and keep it running, Chris, if you can. Just try to keep it as low of an idle as possible.
That valve's too tight.
As soon as you go heavy on the gas, it just stalls like that.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's
it's
you got no, don't give it any more fuel. You guys are flooding the shit out of it. Let it burn it out. But it might need the timing's definitely not helping. Yeah, try to move it. I'll bring it back.
It's just oil.
Yeah, timing's still off, but something's weird because we have the base at like 27.
Yeah, you're at 25 right now.
For base.
That's insane.
We should only be at like 10. We should be
Yeah.
like
Can like the chain
right
be,
there for fucking
Can the
sugar.
chain be
Oh,
like
why'd
way
you move
up?
it, Ryan? We finally had it running good.
Because that's where it should be, about right there.
No, well,
What if like can the chain be like way off?
The what? For the cam?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
These come pre-built assembly.
yes,
but
well, no,
dude
but the
could've fucked
timing
with it.
mark could be off, maybe. Is that no? But I wonder if the balancer's just not lined up,
Right.
or it's not matched.
So
to
like
the
so
point.
like we're reading what the balancer's
I don't
saying, but
remember.
maybe the balancer's wrong.
Ryan, do you remember if these have a key in the cam? Can the balancer
For the
only go
balancer.
on one way?
Oh, balancer only going one way.
Yeah, but the balancer going one way, but the teeth can be off.
The number for that teeth could be wrong for that harmonic balance.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Oh, so how bad are the valves right now? Are they
It
fucking
acts like
insane?
to me. It acts like
Yeah, see, this one's insanely loose again. That one's insanely loose.
all of mine are like fucking tight.
That's loose as balls, and that one's loose as balls.
All right, guys. So to wrap up, we did a lot of work, a lot of tidying up things so that we won't have to fix them again later, more so than actually really accomplishing it. So, the valves are a lot better. The electrical system is head and shoulders above what it was before. Aaron set up this block out of an E36, and so we have a distribution block now for main power coming out, power to our starter, power to the BMW, the chassis side, so that things work, like our headlights and things. It all feeds down. We still don't have an alternator wired. The stud on the back of it it needs to connect to this as well is stripped. So we're gonna see what we can do to fix that. Valves are adjusted, they're better. We think they're about good. There's not any like real heavy shaking to them now. So cooling system works well. We have our Mercedes radiator with our random hoses, our Volkswagen expansion tank. It's full. It holds temp pretty good. Fan is yet to be wired, but oh, spilling beer on my shoulder. Oh, actually on my Angry Ass logo. But we're gonna hook that up, and then there's the E34 relay box. We're just gonna put a relay in there. I'll wipe the cover off another E34, make it look a little better. Really coming together. We re-ran all these wires that were coming through this. So there's a plastic cover here that would like cover the blower motor and stuff in a regular car. Ours doesn't have any of that. And then on the inside, if you can kind of see that 45-degree angle in there, we're just gonna put a piece of sheet metal and screw it from that side to kind of make a little bit of a firewall. Here too, so this soft line runs down to the hard line, like right there. But then I ran it up, there's like a little tiny grommet in the frame right here. I don't know if you can see that.
Difficult.
That I ran, that's a little grommet. And then there's another one right here that goes up into the BMW frame rail. And then if you go look right through here, I ran it up through that frame rail into right there, out the other side. And then, look at that, all the E34 trunk lights work and stuff. Like this is nicer than my other E34s.
You gotta put a tool kit, make it full.
To do that. But then it just comes out of the floor right there. And I ordered 10 feet of fuel line from AutoZone, which we also waited 5 hours for them to deliver it. And every time I called, they just kept telling me 20 minutes for 4 hours. Anyway, so we didn't get the T done yet. So we can T from that one to that one. So we're curious if these will pull evenly out of those. They're identical tubes, they go straight down to the bottom, they're anchored to the bottom of the tanks. If we T these and make it the exact same distance from here to this T, from here to this T, if it'll pull evenly out of both tanks. So we're gonna test that. If that doesn't end up happening, then we're gonna put some sort of inline valves on them so that if needed, we can eliminate one of the tanks so it's not just trying to suck air up there. But these came out pretty good. The brackets, this one ended up wobbling a little bit at the end, but we'll put some sort of padding under them. If you guys know what a step bumper hitch is for like an old truck style, we're gonna just get one of those and weld a receiver right under the bottom of this instead of trying to attach a whole hitch, and then we can just have our ball right there. Aaron has an old brake controller from his Dodge that got T-boned a while back, and then I found a 7-pin hitch that I don't need. So, or 7-pin plug that I don't need, and so we can tow with it. So I ripped out the center vent, and I got this going, and I got the water temp working, it's mechanical, and oil pressure working, both of those work great. Just need to run wires, just a ground and a positive to the voltmeter, and then it's a voltmeter. And then there's a little bit more extra space here, so I was thinking mount the cigarette lighter there, and we should be doing pretty good. I'm gonna see what I can do to thin this, because most of this is HVAC stuff and stereo stuff, and we don't have an HVAC or stereo. So then we get it pretty clean in here. And with no glove box and no knee and all that stuff gone, there's a lot of room in here. So I was thinking, trying to hook power to these seats, just get them a little bit more forward to have the back seat have a little bit more. And I ended up cutting all the wires to the regulators, so I can just hook a jump pack to them, or just jumper cables or whatever, and then it'll like windows up, windows down. We just control them on the fly, and then just use an Allen wrench for the sunroof, and we're good, man. She's really starting to come together. And then I got a few more surprises that are coming in the mail next week to put on this to make it just a little bit more over the top. So stay tuned. We'll keep it updated. This thing, it's gonna be done for the Rambler this time for sure. Like I don't care. Like I don't care.
We're making it.
4 days before the Rambler, I'm gonna start pulling all-nighters just to make sure that it's done if we're anywhere near not gonna make it. Because I'm going to this damn thing, and I'm gonna have fun, and I'm gonna drive this and not a Saab. But thanks for watching. You guys have a good one, and cheers.